watching AYV Television.
Broadcasting house here on Wesley Street in Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown. This is Primetime News on AYV TV and video. You're watching us on channel 33 and listening to us on frequency modulation 11.7. I am Edima Conte. Let's start with tonight's headlines. The Sierra Leone police in Kenema have, in a media engagement, disclosed the cause of death of the 6 young people who were drowned in the Moa River. Residents of Mundema and Tungi Town in Guamaminde Chiefdom raised concern on poor road network in their chiefdom. We'll also find out if the government printing department, established more than 2 decades, has awakened from its slumber. Hello and welcome from wherever you're joining me tonight. I am Edima Conte, first in the news. In a bid to contribute to the health sector, Mike's Collection and Afro Glam Fashion have officially supported the dialysis unit at the Connaught Hospital. As the unit has been struggling with protective gears like ward gowns and scrubs, the donation is worth over 50,000 leones. Dr. Joshua Coker, consultant nephrologist, head dialysis unit, notes that this is the only dialysis unit at the hospital and they have been facing challenges in response to the number of illness he further affirmed. The gesture serves as a vivid example of nation building. Yero Jalo was present and files in this report.
Mike's collection comprises of modified kaftan with trimmings, casual shirts and shirts for the modern corporate design, which are ideal for the day-to-day activities for working class and also perfect for special events. In promoting elegance and nation building, whilst contributing to the health sector, Mike's Collection and Afro Glam Fashion has officially supported the dialysis unit at the Connaught Hospital, as the unit has been struggling with protective gears like ward gowns and scrubs. Michael Sarawale, CEO for Mike's Collection, has donated protective gears worth over 50,000 leones at the dialysis unit at the Connaught Hospital.
I think the kidney patients are going through a lot. I've lost a friend from kidney failure, so that's why. I think it will help them a lot because they are lacking some supply, so that's what I have given to them. About 50,000 spent here on all those items.
Tarawali further notes what prompted the initiative.
Our business model, we do organize a fashion show to showcase creative in the industry, and proceeds of that go back to charity. So this year we decided to give back to the dialysis unit to support the kidney patients. We have done some background survey, and these are the things that dialysis unit require from us.
Dr. Joshua Coker, head of dialysis unit, notes this is the only dialysis unit at the hospital and they have been facing challenges. He further that the gesture is what nation building is all about. It is a help to cushion the suffering of humanity. He continues that the support is timely.
Very much Mike Collection and Afro Glam for thinking about the Connaught dialysis unit. This is the only public dialysis unit in the entire country, even though plans are on the way to open more units, but for now this is the only unit, and we do have our challenges, and they came at a time wherein we had disposable gowns and shoe covers that were running out of those things, those supplies. So they came at a time, just in time. And
Senior Hospital Secretary, Connaught Hospital, Tijan Bao, acknowledges the humanitarian gesture done by Mike's Collection in supporting the needs of staff at the unit.
I want to say thank you on behalf of the management and staff of this hospital to our care manager. The hospital care manager is unavoidable, not here. But myself and Dr. Coker and the staff here, we are here. We appreciate your laudable venture. We wish you all the best. These are the kind of people we're looking for as a Sierra Leonean. You thought of your fellow Sierra Leonean, and you brought joy to the heart of the Sierra Leonean. May the Almighty God grant you peace, love between you and your family. We thank you very much.
Clean gowns and scrubs aren't a luxury here. They prevent infection and protect patients with weakened immune systems. The provision of these items has changed the units entirely. Yero Jalo, AYV News Freetown.
The Ministry of Health has received support from the Chinese medical team in the fight against Lassa fever, a deadly viral disease that continues to pose a serious public health threat in Sierra Leone. Now, the intervention comes as health authorities intensify efforts to strengthen prevention, treatment and vaccine preparedness across the country. Ibrahim Ramadan Jalo reports.
Lassa fever is an acute viral hemorrhagic illness caused by Lassa virus, which is an endemic in several West African countries. The disease is primarily transmitted to humans through contact with the urines or feces of infected mastomys rats or through direct contact with the bodily fluids of an infected person. In Sierra Leone, Lassa fever remains a major public health concern, especially the eastern region of the country. However, health authorities say cases are now being recorded throughout the year across different parts of the nation. Despite the continued threat, the government of Sierra Leone has made significant progress in strengthening clinical management, enhancing public awareness, and improving preparedness towards vaccine deployments and response measures. As part of efforts to combat the disease, the Chinese medical team to Sierra Leone has donated medical support to the Ministry of Health.
Honor to attend today's donation ceremony on behalf of the Chinese medical team. As a long-term friend and a partner of Sierra Leone, China has always been committed to supporting the local healthcare development. Today, our medical team donates a batch of medical supplies to the Ministry of Health of Sierra Leone. We sincerely hope these materials can help ease local medical resource pressure, support daily medical work, and contribute to improving the health conditions of Sierra Leone people.
We are here to witness the donation of this important medicine. This donation is a vivid example of how fast and flexible our health cooperation could be. Health cooperation, especially cooperation about infectious disease control and public health, has always been one of the key components of China-Sierra Leone cooperation. From Ebola to COVID-19, from mpox to Lassa fever, we always stand together to cooperate with each other.
Health experts say the prevalence and impact of Lassa fever in Sierra Leone are influenced by several factors, including geographical location, delayed healthcare seeking, and the condition of patients upon hospital admission. The Ministry of Health has described the support from the Chinese medical team as timely, important, and beneficial to the country's ongoing response efforts.
It is still rampant in our society in the eastern part. In the past, it used to be only in the east of Sierra Leone, but it's now everywhere. It's now everywhere. So, but then the center is still in Canada. So what we've done today is so important to us. It just reminds us that anytime we're in need, China is always around. So no wonder when we also believe in the One China policy, and as a nation, we continue with that one. because a friend in need is always a friend in need. And you've shown it over and over and over.
The Ministry of Health and all the Lassa fever patients want to say a very big thank you to the People's Republic of China, the leadership that is there, the medical team for such a wonderful donation. I must say it comes in at the right time. Kenema has the only treatment center for Lassa fever, and over the years we've been enjoying the support from the People's Republic of China, receiving donation of several commodities, especially the Bavarin that we use to manage our patients. And for Lassa fever, the highest burden and the mortality is so high among our pregnant women and our children. And so this is very timely as a ministry, as we strive towards the 300 days activism, looking at zero preventable maternal death, zero preventable child death, and zero dose.
For AYV News, Ibrahim Ramadan Jallo reporting.
The government of Sierra Leone says the reopening and modernization of the government's printing department will strengthen education, improve local production, and modernize the country's printing sector. Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jallo made this statement during the unveiling of the newly installed high-speed printing machines at the historic institution in Freetown. The facility, established more than 2 centuries ago as the first printing department in West Africa, is now undergoing major transformation through a $5 million investment supported by the Chinese government. Mohamed Bakar Kamara reports.
For decades, the walls of the government printing department carried the weight of history, producing official documents, exam papers, textbooks, and public records that supported governance and education across Sierra Leone. But behind that historic legacy stood aging machines, weak infrastructure, and years of operational decline that slowed productivity and reduced efficiency. Today, however, the institution is turning a new page. Established in 1794 as the first government printing department in West Africa, the facility is now being modernized through a partnership between Sierra Leone and China aimed at restoring its capacity and relevance in a rapidly evolving technological world. Newly installed modern printing machines are expected to significantly improve production, with some capable of printing more than 1,000 papers within 30 minutes.
It modernizes a strategic national institution and transitions Sierra Leone's printing industry into the digital age. Second, it strengthens national self-reliance by reducing our dependence on external printing services and preserving valuable foreign exchange. Third, it improves the integrity and security of sensitive documents, including certificates, diplomas, and examination materials. It also lays the foundation for us as a country to eventually transition to printing and managing additional sensitive national documents locally, including passports and other documents.
Meanwhile, Minister of Information and Civic Education, Cherno Ba, described the project as a strategic investment that will improve institutional efficiency and create opportunities for skills development among workers.
The government of Sierra Leone gets 30%. The China Dealing Group gets 70%. That's the agreement that we signed. But we moved from a place where we were getting almost no revenue to now getting immediately significant revenue. And it's not just that. The government of Sierra Leone put a single cent in direct cash. But we had assets, as I've mentioned. And we saved and we negotiated one big thing: to maintain the staff, something the Honorable Vice President always talks about. We need to keep the staff and reserve them and protect their job.
Government printer Salfus Suma also praised the transformation, acknowledging the resilience of staff members who continued working despite years of operational challenges.
And know how to run it to international standards. But let me be clear about what this transformation truly means, because it is far more than equipment. It means jobs are secure. The men and women who have kept this department alive will not be left behind. Their employment should be protected, their skills should be uplifted through hundreds of hours of hands-on technical training and professional development. It means we are building Sierra Leonean talent. In partnership with the Beijing Institute of Graphic Communication, this venture will help cultivate hundreds of trained printing and management professionals for our country.
The modernization project is expected to address long-standing bottlenecks within the department, create employment opportunities, and contribute to industrial growth in the country's printing and publishing sector.
在拉利昂为战略起点，深耕西非，辐射整个非洲大陆。
Through the development of the printing industry, we will also promote the growth of upstream and downstream industrial chains, create more employment opportunities, and support the development of local manufacturing, thereby attracting greater investment to Sierra Leone. We will continue to introduce advanced printing technologies and equipment, cultivate local printing professionals, and cooperate with local schools to launch printing-related courses. We will deliver high-quality, one-stop printing services for the Sierra Leonean government and the general public. With Sierra Leone as our strategic hub, we look forward to expanding our presence across West Africa and throughout Africa.
For many workers and observers, the reopening of the government printing department is not only about machines and infrastructure. It represents the revival of a historic institution now being repositioned to support education, governance, and national development. Mohamed Bakar Kamara, AYV News.
Now, technical experts from key state apparatus, including the National Public Health Agency, SLARI, Jala University, and the Ministry of Agriculture, held an intensive dialogue to review and update its national strategy in readiness for any eventuality on cassava in Sierra Leone. Now, this comes at a time when the region is experiencing imminent threats with the surface of Ebola and the pending risk posed by the cassava brown streak disease and Ugandan variant of the cassava mosaic viral disease that is causing serious crop loss from cassava. Our reporter Samuel Ibrahim Koma has more.
To develop, review, and update the response plan for cassava viral diseases based on simulations conducted in Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Gabon. So we would want to learn from their experience and update our response plan.
Cassava brown streak disease and Ugandan variants of the cassava mosaic disease pose catastrophic threats to food security in Africa. They cause up to 100% crop loss by stunting growth, ruining edible tubers with dried rot, and severely accelerating the transboundary spread via infected cuttings and white-flied vectors. Being one of the foundational dietary staple and source of income in Sierra Leone, the review Dr. Imonda Johnson, Assistant Director of Crops at the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, notes will save the cassava industry.
sector. This is going to be very, very important for us because it will help us to manage the cassava sector as it's the second staple food for Sierra Leone. These diseases is reducing yield, reducing the quality, and also making it in terms of availability less available and more expensive. So if we're able to manage this via threat, we are going to maintain yield, we are going to maintain sustainability of the cassava sector.
This intervention is a joint support from CORAF through its Biorisk project sponsored by the European Union. Country Director for WAVE Sierra Leone, who doubles as Head of Crop Protection Department, Jala University, Dr. Alucine Edward Samura says, a strike of the variant in Sierra Leone can be devastating, resulting into serious food insecurity, famine, and hunger.
We are having an evolution of new viruses that has been detected in Sierra Leone, Guinea, and advancing towards Ivory Coast and eastwards. So we are looking at two important cassava diseases that needs urgent attention, from which a strategy needs to be developed to mitigate those adverse effects that can lead to serious food insecurity, famine, and hunger.
In attendance were senior government and non-governmental officials from the health sector, research institutes, Jala University, and the Chief Agriculture Officer from the Ministry of Agriculture, Professor Abdullahi Jallo, who commended the WAVE Secretariat on such a thoughtful intervention. Samuel Ibrahim Kroma, AYV News, Freetown.
The Sierra Leone police in Kenema have in a media engagement disclosed the cause of death of 6 young people, including 4 females and 2 males, who are believed to have drowned at the Moa River, the Kailondo beach in the outskirts of Kenema on the 15th May this year. The engagement was based on the results of the autopsy conducted by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner through the Disaster Victims Identification (DVI) team. It could be recalled that the report on the drowning of these young people became nerve-wracking, with several speculations. Well, Sam Alpha Lahai has been following the situation and sends us this report.
Nature reacts only when tampered with. The flow of this river looks innocent, but the outcome of the 15th of May 2026 gives it more enemies. Social activities are accommodated here during the dry season. A birthday celebration becomes a burial ceremony with heavy hearts.
They don't meet nobody now. When Saturday, they woke up, they 9, 10, and we come inside the water. They find out, we can't see how I want. Don't end up back up here. So we the paramedic now you see, they left inside water na Kailondo. So back, we left that meeting. We the land with more check. We want policy that particular event. So don't claim, but we get with him now. If we did around any accident will occur, we rush for good day.
Friday was the day. No one is expected to work normally according to tradition, which applies to this settlement. Though they do not work on Friday and we are not present that day, their frantic efforts following the following day led to the discovery of the 6 victims whose remains were handed over for burial at the mortuary.
As a portrait now, now I'm going to go 19, and I say, Auntie Musu. I say, now that is coming. Say, I don't know.
Or no village now also say happening. People don't know what is safe and already hide. Die now by this time for anybody so far. One lady can call me, Auntie Marie, they say you pick don't let inside water. I say you speak.
Say, go back day at now water side. And I didn't go left inside water.
Mixed feelings and speculations surfaced as many never believed how 6 would drown at the same time, citing foul play. The police released the result of the autopsy to media, disclosed it was wet drowning and no foul play.
We received a team from Freetown, the chief medical officer, and team came to conduct an autopsy on the remains of the individuals who drowned on that day. And at the end of their investigation, it was proven that scientifically all 6 individuals who were retrieved from the River Moa died as a result of wet drowning.
The Kailondo beach has been a place that many gets joy, but not during the rainy season. This calamity has left the authorities thinking of alternative measures to prevent further loss. Samal Falai, AOIV News, Kenema, Eastern Sierra Leone.
Now, ActionAid Sierra Leone, Women's Action for Human Dignity, and the MBSSC ran a spelling bee, drama and football event for 5 primary schools in Bombali district. The goal is to get preschool and primary kids excited about school and build confidence through learning and sports. Augusta Ethel Toure reports.
ActionAid Sierra Leone, through its implementing partner, Women's Action for Human Dignity WAD, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, has held a spelling bee, drama and football competition for 5 primary schools in Magbengba, Guhaun, Chiefdom, Bombali district. The event also included the distribution of learning materials to pupils. The competitions were aimed at encouraging preschool and primary schools to take their education seriously and build confidence through learning and sports. Aja Alimami Betty Sise, director of WAD, in an interview with AYV, give an overview of the program.
Yeah. We want to see these kids in a way that they could be able to, outspoken, they are bold, they can take up issues for themselves. Of course, we saw it there on Thursday when the competition was on. And after the spelling bee, there was going to be a football match and a drama. Of course, you saw all those. So that one brought about the distribution. And those distribution were not just there for everybody, it was only specific for those who took part in the competition.
Lahai Fekai, Deputy Director at MBSSC, emphasized the importance of preschools as a foundation for quality learning.
They are very confident, very good in public speaking. It also improves learning outcome. It helps them to improve, let's say, for instance, in the area of reading. It's improve literacy and literacy for them to read, right? It's a competition. Meaning they want to call teamwork and team spirit because they are working as a team. Or what they call the group disputes for various what they are participants. So they work as a team, try to improve their area of thinking, capability, and even performance in school. To help them to prepare well for public exams. So this is a participant.
Abubakar Kagbo, a teacher at Africa Muslim Agency Primary School, Kagbeye, praised the event and thanked the organizers for their support.
I want ActionAid to do more and WAD towards the learning process in this region. So I'm very grateful, as I am, towards the Honorable Paramount Chief, because he's the one recommended me towards ActionAid. So I'm very grateful. As for me, I am still here working for the interest of ActionAid for the Paramount Chief towards this children.
Prizes and gifts were given to all participating schools, and certificates were also issued to recognize their efforts. Augusta Ethel Toure, AYV Primetime News, Makeni.
This is Primetime News on AYV Television and Video. Stay tuned for more stories after the break.
Do you know you can transfer money, buy airtime, and pay all your utility bills in just a minute? You can have access to your account anytime, anywhere. Welcome to the world of fast and easy. GT Wall. With the GT Wall, you can transfer money from one GT Co account to another, pay utility bills, get account statements, get airtime, and check your balance. With GT Wall, you can buy Ether anytime, anywhere. You can go to App Store or Play Store on your iPhone and Android devices, download the app, and enjoy. GT Co. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
Mutik. This one is for the bold ones. The people who shape their world, and the winners who still put in the work. Cheers to those who start great things. When you start, you are hard to stop. You raise your game. and never back down because you're bold enough to make it. To you I say, never stop. Mutik, never stop starting.
Welcome back. I am Edima Conte and this is AYV's Primetime News. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let's take more stories. Residents of Mondema and Tunge Town in Guama Mende Chiefdom, Kenema District are calling on the government and development partners to urgently address the poor road network and inadequate healthcare facilities affecting their communities. According to residents, the ongoing challenges continue to negatively impact transportation, trade, education, farming activities, and access to medical services. Our reporter Isa Bangoa has more.
As dawn breaks over the village, residents are already awake, preparing for another difficult journey to their farms. Men and women carrying farming tools carefully navigate muddy and uneven paths, struggling to reach their farmlands due to the poor state of the roads. For several years, residents of Mondema and Tunge Town in Gorama Mende Chiefdom have continued to face serious hardship caused by deplorable road conditions and limited healthcare services. The roads leading to the communities remain in a deteriorating condition, making transportation extremely difficult, particularly during the raining season. Residents say commercial drivers and motorbike riders often refuse to travel to the villages because of the bad roads.
Road network not in this community.
Poor road network remains a major challenge for us here at Mondema, especially as the raining season approaches. Despite repeated complaints to various authorities over the years, there has been little to no improvement. We are reminding the President of his pre-election promise to construct the roads in the community.
Towards the network, road network.
The road network. And
Here in Tunge Town, we're seriously challenged by the poor road network. Before the elections, President Bio promised to construct roads in our community. We cannot say the president is lying, but perhaps the authorities responsible have not fully communicated our concerns to him. That is why we are once again reminding him of the difficulties we continue to face.
We are lucky during the presidential campaign in 2023. The President, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, visited our chiefdom and he spent the night in our chiefdom. He assessed firsthand all the challenges. He made promises to address all our challenges. It's been 3 years now, Mr. President. But we remember vividly, you asked the citizens of Goramende to remind you, amongst the promises made, Mr. President, Goramendeans are now coming to you, Mr. President. We are telling you that we have prioritized the promises. We just need one for now because you have a lot to do. We need the road infrastructure.
Community members say the poor road network is affecting economic activities and livelihoods, especially for farmers who depend on transporting their produce to nearby towns and markets for sale.
As business people, we are really struggling to transport our goods in and out of the village. Although the road is short, its deplorable condition forces us to spend more money on transportation.
We spend more money because the road short, but the obstacles are not really easy.
The road conditions are extremely difficult for us, the drivers. The steep hills and numerous potholes continue to affect our work and at times even lead to road accidents. We are appealing to the government to fix the road for us.
Following concerns raised by residents, here is an excerpt from a video showing President Julius Maada Bio promising to construct the road ahead of the 2023 general elections.
For the road issue, I have decided to fix it because this place is very isolated at the moment. We will set a good road network in ensuring that this place is open to investors. I will ensure that this place is not hard to reach.
As residents continue to endure these challenges, many are appealing for urgent intervention to improve road connectivity, healthcare access, and overall living conditions in Mondema and Tonge Town in Guamamende Chiefdom. Isabangura, AYV News, Guamamende Chiefdom.
Now for entertainment, AYB Films is once again set to captivate viewers with another emotional and thought-provoking movie titled The Measure of a Man. The film explores powerful themes of love, ambition, sacrifice, and the difficult choices that ultimately define who we become. Featuring a blend of talented actors from Sierra Leone and Nigeria, the production promises intense drama, deep emotion, and unforgettable performances. Let's hear more from Anna Yangse.
The Measure of a Man, an AYV Films production, is a gripping and emotional story centered on love, ambition, sacrifice, and the choices that shape human destiny. As relationships grow more complicated and tensions rise, every decision carries consequences that could change lives forever.
Because the way a man handles a situation in the presence of the woman he wants to end up with helps to boost her confidence and gives her room to study his emotional capabilities.
The film shines a spotlight on Housemaid Salon Season 4 winner Swat Baidon and also features Peter Komba alongside several other talented actors from Sierra Leone and Nigeria.
I don't want to ever see Timmy in this house. I need to rest. I need to freshen up. Big point of correction. I've never dated two men at the same time.
The movie delivers a compelling blend of drama, emotion, and powerful storytelling. The film is set to be officially launched on Saturday, 30th of May 2026 at AYV Media Empire.
Are you okay? They love to travel around the world, they love gifts, and they love to have fun.
Perfect match. You can see him from your color, your fair, he's fair. A proper sharp Gen Z for you.
With its strong cast, emotional depth, and captivating storyline, The Measure of a Man is expected to leave a lasting impression on audiences while further showcasing the growth and potential of Sierra Leone's film industry.
When your heart finds love with someone, you do not need any seer to tell you.
Anna Yangse, AYV News, Freetown.
Well, now for sports. A total of 27 archery coaches, including 3 from Nigeria, have completed a week-long World Archery Level 1 coaching course at the Olymp Africa Center in Cottage, Western Peninsula of Freetown. Technical Director of the association, Norman Akabi Davis, noted it is the first time for many years to hold a refreshers course for, and it will aid coaches to identify athletes across Sierra Leone. Gansford McLean files the story.
Participants of coaches from the Sierra Leone Archery Association are drawn across the country on a week-long World Archery Level 1 coaching course at the Olymp Africa Center in Godrich. This is a sport among other disciplines that was established in the last 4 years, but little is known from followers on their existence as an Olympic sport.
Who is one of the highest high-performance archery coaches in the world. So this is a great opportunity, a great privilege for Sierra Leone Archery to have such a high-profile coach to come into this country to train us. In as much as he is training us, we are going to be the apex of archery in Sierra Leone. It's like the ripple effect. From us, it trickles down to the schools, to the communities, to the universities, even to the forces. We have that ambition to incorporate them all into archery. Already, it has had a lot of impact because we have people who came from schools, we have PE teachers here, we have people who came from the provinces. So going back, these people are going to spread out, they are going to diversify, they are going to teach pupils in their communities, in their schools, about the sports of archery.
A sport that deals with balancing high concentration while using bow and arrow to earn points during competition entails practice from athletes. How significant the reigning has been for these selected coaches.
I'm really excited to be part of this program because it has exposed me to valuable information vis-a-vis about coaching archery and then introducing newbies and beginners to the sports of archery.
The first thing I've learned is about stance, because which is very important when it comes to shooting. Your stance should always be straight, and also the raising of the bow, which is another important step to take, and before you listen and follow through. That's what I learned.
According to the Archery Association, it is the first time Sierra Leone is hosting two technical experts from Portugal and Algeria, providing insights on the sport for coaches in Sierra Leone and Nigeria.
So the coaches need to be able, first of all, to introduce the basic skills, which is the body position and the skills of shooting. They need to manage safety and need to manage the basic use of equipment. The way forward is for the federation to start organizing events, work with the schools or work with clubs, so that they can start to create new sports people to practice, and of course to develop in the future, so that you can have a national team and start participation first in your zone, which is the West African zone, then at African Championships, after World Championships, and who knows, one day maybe go to the Olympic Games.
The final day of the events on a level 1 capacity building for archery coaches in Sierra Leone and Nigeria ended with certification to participants after a week-long program. Runs for McLean, AYV Sports.
But that's all for Primetime News tonight. For more stories, visit our website at www.ayvnews.com. If you have any comments on the news, please do send us an email to info@ayvnews.com. I am Edima Conte. Many thanks for watching and listening.
You're watching AYV Television.
The All Walks of Life Award presents their 11th prestigious award and fundraising dinner, happening on 6th June 2026 at the prestigious Royal Regency for £70. For tickets and further details, please contact 079 400 05295 or 078 285 57657 or 079-037-60379. The award prestigious award and fundraising dinner is always more than just an event. It's a memorable night of entertainment, networking, and celebration of excellence on merit. Sort out your wardrobe now and prepare to come looking all glammed up. The award 11th annual prestigious award and fundraising dinner. See you there.
Me party this housemates. It look sweet, so we see people that still they talk about them.
Calm down. Come and give you the full update.
Tell me what?
Hey, right now, since when I am Peter from Bade.
Hey, talk to.
Hey, you know no.
I don't believe it.
Hey, I got for the shock you evidence. You know what they say in housemates?
Me, I feel saying for the camera and all, for the little mood they talk. You say
Camera.
na able.
The people then take now Dubai. Na camera.
Mama, me I still not believe.
Hey, next time I go for the couch, I go for the bring evidence. Because you look no one believe.
I don't look. I don't believe. Lele mu. As now to see your soul, then they wanna charm again. Just as
still finish.
Grace. Safi say, swallow Peter come be dey inside your everywhere they go Dubai. So you know say me they do. couple speak. Wait, so una Kanya, una tell me more about this. Oh, I'm confused. That's why.
Now for the club for me, I made a big list.
Oh, just still alone. But wait, so that reminds me. No, say during housemates, they get one kind. So that they work on a movie right now. You know, with other cast them. Now they see the adverts.
Chakam, Atokam.
That's it.
And then
Me, I still not believe.
Paul this new movie, no believe.
Talk carelessly. If I not believe, una can't confirm. The
me.
tickets and they right now out for sale. Oh. Now table for 7 na 10,000. Table for 5 na 7,000. And as I don't see una finish, I know say na the ordinary una can afford.
The
Like
price
no,
not there for reading.
ordinary una calm down. Ordinary na 100,000.
Who said the premium?
Na AYV Media Empire na Wesley Street.
100,000.
Yes, for you guys, ordinary people. But AYV don't try you. And then get the game.
Who don't go? Me, I want to see.
Una can see the 30th of May 2026. Una can AYV una can see for una eye then una can clock it and confirm.
No watch.
Nothing
we worth it. I don't go now with film. I go for info. Talk please. That's all the film.
Shakam.
Me, I need for confirm that date today. I don't believe. Just so like line at the video. I don't believe. Like this. I need to go for any money because it doesn't me finish.
I don't think I finish 100 years.
What to go where? No, na casual.
Go caviar. Anyway,
money because you remember.
No, now they will go worry about it later. Cheap people and they think about ticket because the 10,000 and the 7,000 I can't afford it. Anyways, May 30, una can AYV Media Empire for the measure of the man.
You think they're calling me the best for? If you know to take notes, never call me your mentor. Like I'll come back close.
With Rocal Commercial Bank's SimCopper app, it's fast, safe, and reliable.
Tired of standing in the queue? Do all your banking transactions with Rocal SimCopper without leaving your seat. Fast, safe, and easy.
You can download the app from App Store or Play Store.
Star 919 hash with or without internet.
You can send e-copper to any mobile number.
Send and receive money instantly.
QR codes, you can take your business digital.
Across banks and mobile money accounts in Sierra Leone, instant payment across Africa.
So, what are you waiting for? Download the SimCopper app now.
Rocal SimCopper, banking on the go.